he's pleased at other times, but he sure has navigated this team to a great spot.
Jack Martin kicks it away with Jamal Bell back deep. And he will not have a returnable ball to field. And the win for the first time ever in Morgantown for the Baylor Bears. Opening snap of the night to Bryson Washington. The powerful running back for the Bears is ahead for a 6-yard gain to open up the night.
Bryson Washington at the running back position will be the guy that carries the load there. A lot of communication up front necessary to have success.
And Hershey McLaurin clobbers that play for a loss. Loss of 1 out to Ashton Hawkins, and here comes third down.
Probably going to be a pass in this situation, but they do this like chewing candy.
This is good against good with these units out there. That's intercepted. Wilson takes it away for Houston on the opening drive.
One of those upsets, TCU +6 in the turnover category.
So Houston's offense with the quick change out for the first time, and Rayshawn Sanford picks up a couple of yards.
Connor, he just hadn't looked the same.
Back-to-back runs open up the night, and slow to fast for a first down for Sanford. Well, this is where it gets real for Houston, inside the red zone. And Chris calls his own number. Well, they got down here off of the turnover with Snead in motion. Chris sees that pressure, and he runs away and gets around the edge. Chris down the sideline with a first down. An ongoing story all year, 10 games in. On first and goal, Chris to the end zone, and that is intercepted. Or was it caught? Was it stolen away? An interception for Devin Bobby.
The ruling on the field is an interception and a touchback. First down Baylor.
It's only turned the ball over 1 time on this 4-game winning streak. And they survived an interception from Sawyer Robertson because of a pick of their own in the end zone. Bryson Washington got 7 yards on first down, right back in his belly, and he moves the chains up into the second level with their red-hot running back. 3 straight carries after the pick on the opening drive. And the arrival of Bryson Washington, Spence.
Get him established and then force the numbers into the box. At some point in time, if he continues to have success and move the chains like he's doing now, you have to take those 2 deep safeties and bring one of them down to account for that. Otherwise, he just rips you apart. All he was concerned about was establishing the run. That's the mindset tonight.
Out to the edge, and Hawkins got out of that tackle and turned what would have been a loss into a 1-yard gain. So that coverage brings up 2nd and 9. Robertson back to the air for the first time since that pick. And right at the sticks, he has Hal Presley. That had to feel good for Robertson.
No question.
Had not been turning the ball over much. Riding the run game of Washington and then complete. Now this one into the dirt. And he's got Washington back in there with him, seeking out a crease on the edge, and he'll make it 3rd down and medium through the tackle of Tibbs.
Left side of the field and work with more on that side.
It is a run on 3rd down and medium, and that sets up a potential go for it here on 4th down. With Jake Spavital on the other side. On a 4th and 3, they pitch it out. It's a first down to Cameron.
Particularly on that short side of the field.
So he comes out for at least a play, and back to the air for Robertson. He has it complete to Trigg, his tight end, and his helmet pops off as he pops down to the 10. 14-yard hit sets up first down and goal. Fade ball, and they're locked up in coverage. Johnny Carter had the coverage. Baylor got it back on an end zone pick of their own. And Washington is met in the hole, but spins off of it. And they could not get him down. McLaurin met him at the line of scrimmage. That was inertia from Bryson Washington. Play fake, 3rd and goal to the end zone. Wow. Reaching grab, but knocked away. Are they going to call it a touchdown or no? Did he complete it? Yes, he did. Touchdown for Trigg.
On the field. It's a completed pass for a touchdown.
Wow, that came out fast after Trigg snared it.
I think Michael Trigg sold this party. This was an Academy Award action. Watch him get rid of this ball quickly to suggest this is over with. I've got it. It's mine. Boom. Throw it away. I think he almost intentionally did it just to separate. Watch him separate that ball and put it in his right hand. Said, look, I got it. It's mine. And then he just says, look, I'm throwing it away. Don't know.
So it stays a touchdown.
for Fox back in 2010. I was like the deer in the headlight, baby.
Well, Mike, I'm confident it's not coming full circle. It won't be your last night on television tonight.
Then you've got to ask your runner to become a passer. That's where it begins to be problematic.
When start of a drive.
Delay a game. Offense number 2. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
It looked like Willie Fritz was saying, call it. Got to get the call in. So backs him up, first down and 15. And Chris underneath, incomplete.
And even when the offensive line gives him the protection that he needs, you know, you've got to execute and finish.
Can't hurt yourself against Baylor's defense. And they'll face a third down and very long.
Kind of like a straight 4-man, but it's just a 4-man rush with one guy eyeing the quarterback.
And Chris throws into it, incomplete. Wanted a flag. Stephon Johnson cutting across the middle, and no flag come. But Houston moved the ball after the turnover that their defense got him, then threw a pick in the red zone. And that drive fell doomed from the start with the penalty to begin.
And
that is a absolutely booming punt. And it does take a Baylor roll back toward the 30. 100-6 tonight.
That was way back in the Bill Yeoman days, way before even his time around. And then, well, this defense has got to generate turnovers when they've had success in one during this stretch. That's been their MO.
Robertson floats it over the middle. Trigg, no doubt, reels that one in. And another big play for Michael Trigg.
It will burn you every single time. Great play call.
Up the pipe for 35 yards for Trigg. Now Pendergrass out to the edge. And a flag is down.
Holding. Offense number 68. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
To do those individual drills like we used to do in the old school.
First and long, running it with Pendergrass, and that is stuffed.
Anthony Holmes is just a beast down there in the trenches.
Baylor's biggest runs come right up the middle. And that is drilled in there, but off hands, incomplete. Baldwin couldn't squeeze it.
But on the back end, in this loose coverage right here, in a prevent kind of look.
All those dudes are standing 20 yards deep. And Baylor with a short yardage run on third down. And it'll be fourth down and 15. They have one of the best punters in the country with Palmer Williams. He tries to pin this one inside the 20 and got too big of a leg.
Kevin Sumlin was here for a period. Dana Holgerson. They just have been on dry times.
Chris has that off hands. Joseph Manjack. Chris 0 for 4 to start through the air, including that pick in the red zone. And doing what he does best here, and he's not getting much. Muse running on the shuttle as a flag comes out in the run for Chris. And we'll check on the flag for now to be fourth down.
I think that came out before the ball was snapped, it looked like, or just shortly thereafter.
Personal foul. Shot block. Number 59 and 66. Penalty is declined. Fourth down.
Liam Doty, who had a booming punt his first time, has another good one that Cameron has to fair catch.
This is a strength against strength. Houston's defense is pretty good, says Dave Aranda. One of the best that they will face, and perhaps the best all year.
Oh, good pastured run through there for Washington, close to the first down for Baylor.
All about Washington. Should have started the game off with him.
He tries to squeeze through there. I think he's got enough for the first down.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Baylor empties it out. Toss! It's going the other way! Second pick of the night! Jeremiah Wilson finishes this one! Well, remember that first interception.
Great play.
A short kickoff. And Bell brings it out across the 25. Well, after the first interception, Baylor went to Bryson Washington a bunch. Get Robertson settled back in. And it is Washington to start this drive on what could be the last play of the quarter. Ending with a Michael Trigg touchdown. Their one score in the first quarter. Robertson steps up, back over the middle, and Trigg shows those strong hands again.
You can see the reason why you're tempted to go in that way. Watch the control that he showed. You got two guys tugging at you.
Holding. Offense number 72. 10-year penalty. Second down.
Well, it won't count.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's coming back. And again, you got up front Colton Price, the center. And obviously, they've got some games and deals working up front that's giving them problems. And so Jake Spavital has got to settle them down a little bit up front.
Dave Aranda telling us that's the best front that Baylor has seen and maybe will see all season. Backed up behind the chains after the hold. Robertson to the wide side, on target, and close to a first down with Hal Presley.
You take a shot at this one, inside run.
They do run it with Washington. He's got it for the first down. A cut to the outside for Richard Reese, and he goes for a ride to the outside.
Houston Cougar defense.
Halsey, a huge safety. Now McLaurin whiffed on the tackle, but they rally. And Keith Cooper gets him for no gain. Baylor has already gone for 1 4th down tonight. See how that influences the 3rd down call. It's up the middle. They won't need 4th down. Already 64 yards. Couple minutes into the 2nd quarter. And that is caught. Into plus territory with the first down. It's Washington. And a few yards after contact. About 7 or 8 yards to bring up 2nd down. Give them 8 on the play.
Yeah, that's a chunk of yards for first down.
It's one of the best rushing offenses in the Big 12. And that upset win. And that is more like the Houston run defense we're used to seeing. On a 3rd down. Back in the hands of Washington, and he just keeps on finishing forward.
I'll tell you, man, this guy is a physical lesson coming at you. He's got the speed, the mass. I believe Dave Aranda is. He's really a cerebral guy, and everybody knows that, but it's showing up over these last 4 games.
Feather to the outside. It's reeled in for the touchdown. Hawkins showing the elasticity to go get it, and Baylor leads again.
He's doing it. Pretty good.
Oh, it cuts inside. It is good.
You want to characterize it, but that Kansas-Colorado score, to me, just jumped out more than any of them out there in terms of upset nature. The landmark court decision that changed everything, he has been consistently producing winners.
Stacey Sneed starts this drive for Houston with 6 yards.
And those who would be in a future point. Staying competitive is important.
Back-to-back carries for Sneed, and he redirects and carries ahead for a first down. Here they are on a drive. Middle of the 2nd quarter, chance to tie it again, thanks to the pick 6 from Wilson. Oh, wide side throw, and Chris with his first completion of the night out to Johnson. As Houston tries to play spoiler tonight, keep their postseason hopes alive. They stay on the move, but now going backwards. Devin Bobby up from safety.
He came in that safety position. He was Johnny on the spot, man. Bobby was there.
Came up downhill with a loss of 3. And 3rd down and long coming. This is a tough place for Houston to live. Johnson, who he hit earlier, is down bottom side of the string. Pressure comes. Chris cannot get away from Noel. Jones the first pressure. Noel cleaned him up, and it's 4th down. In the 2nd effort. I guess in his case, the 3rd Noel.
Very nice.
The Linus Noel the 3rd. With the 2nd effort pressure. And Cameron calls for the fair catch. Need the 3 steps back, 2 to the side.
Exactly.
Got it right at the ends. Pendergrass breaks through to the 2nd level, and Halsey up to greet him before the first down.
Tell you what, man, Pendergrass can run the ball as well. We know at Washington, we've seen him. And
the one game on the winning streak for Washington didn't have 100 yards. Pendergrass did. Went for 142 against Oklahoma State. You got a 2-headed monster going back there. You throw Richard Reese in the mix too.
Absolutely, and Reese is not bad either. I'm telling you, they go at least 4 deep on the perimeter as well.
3 straight Pendergrass carries. This one to the outside. And he is chewing up yardage. Another gain of 8 yards. And then they let Robertson chuck it. It's short passing game out to the edge for Hawkins. Makes a move. and runs into McLaurin short of the first down. 3rd and short. Pendergrass got hit at the line. He didn't get there.
He's short.
McLaurin makes another play. But Jake Spavital, Dave Aranda not budging.
That's a gutsy call right here, Michael.
They do snap it. Right up the middle. Pendergrass finishes ahead. Gamble pays off. Robertson on a 1st and 10. Back over the middle. What a grab! Michael Trigg cradles it into the next level. It's becoming the Michael Trigg game in Houston for Baylor.
Trying to figure this guy out is tougher than trigonometry. This guy goes up and hands that one down and pulls it down with total control. Let me tell you something. This kid is unbelievable. Watch him go high point this ball, man, and then pull the nose down and protect it.
2-minute timeout.
And put that coverage in his back pocket. Houston's got to find a better guy out there than Michael Bolton to cover him at will. There's a slew of transfer players, and we'll unpack this in a little bit after this play that have helped this ball club, and he's the latest. The flag comes out.
And McCutcheon had coverage on Presley. That matchup that drew the flag.
Personal foul. Face mask. Number 1 of the defense. Half distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
It is on Latrell McCutcheon.
Oh, he's tough out here.
They run it. Pendergrass is inside the 5 on 2nd down and goal coming up. It looked like he was saying throw the ball again. They run it, and Halsey up to make the stop, but Pendergrass backs his way through that contact. Inside a minute to go in this half, and an errant snap with Washington, the tailback, lined up at quarterback, and he had to get back on top of it. Oh, wow. A loss of 25 on the play, and Baylor will use the timeout and settle for
first charge timeout of the half. Baylor, immediate timeout.
With Baylor still alive for a trip to the championship game. And the
first charge timeout of the half. Houston, 30 seconds.
To make it a 10-point game before the half. And that is between the pipes. Off we go in half number 2. The Bears and the Cougars. And the Cougars will touch it first. Being right there. A little pressure off the edge and running right into the arms of Matt Jones, who has smothered ball carriers for years.
Well, you got to find a way to soften up this defense and hit something downfield.
They'll try off play action right here. Nothing there. Chris doesn't get away. Trevin Ma'ai on a 3rd and 6. Chris looking over the middle, and there's the first 3rd down conversion of the night. Malik Carr available for his quarterback, Chris. Now back to the run game, and Jones is right out there to make another play.
Yeah, I tell you what, this Baylor Bear defense populates to the ball. These white uniforms are all over. Dave Aranda is in the sweet spot as a play caller and a kind of a dean of this defensive structure.
A machine of quote gold. Pressure off the edge. Johnson coming. They throw a screen against it, and there goes Johnson. Johnson coming off the edge for Baylor. Johnson running the other way for Houston. Houston is looking for a star in the passing game that hasn't emerged yet through 10 weeks. And if they can protect Chris, give him time. It's a run. And it's a 3rd down after Stacey Snead gets a yard. 2
high safeties right beyond the 31-yard line. You can see him. Conservative style of defense. He's going to throw against it.
Linebacker pressure is picked up. It's downfield. It is incomplete. Caden Jenkins with coverage.
Now they're vacillating into cover 1. You may have something to the left side if he comes back.
Chris needs 5 yards, and he puts his body on the line to get there. So Houston with an extended drive out of halftime. Reversed through the tackle of Gordon. Eventually planted after a couple yards for Sanford. And this play blown dead. Flag out at the top side.
False start. Number 6 of the offense. Never got fully set. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Everybody doing it at the same time, all 11 guys. Oh, drop snap. Chris has to improvise. And he does make a little out of that. Season long for their kicker, Jack Martin, is 49 yards. So this is in his range. Be 47 from here. Chris to throw on 3rd and 7. Runs out of time. Running away from tacklers, and back to the line he goes. Into the waiting arms of Ma'ai one more time.
That's just too much to ask this offensive line to protect that long, and then Chris's eyes come down off of field, so you know what he's looking to do at that point. He's trying to run the football. It's not going to be many opportunities against this defense.
Just inside that season long of 49 for Jack Martin. 47 out. And plenty of leg on it, but that was outside the pipe.
Wow.
That was very close.
Stealing opportunities.
Bryson Washington, his first carry of the half, gets banged down on the edge.
Just outside the doorstep of the red zone, where they've had trouble all year.
Play fake, pressure in the face of Robertson. He's wrapped up and swung down. Jamal Morris brings him down for the sack.
Just a
backside pressure. McCutcheon gets there. With that 4-man rush. That's all they needed to bring up 4th down. Got to get that ball out. That's the one way that Houston has scored tonight. On the pick 6. This is Muse to the outside. Flag does come out.
During the return, holding, number 12 of the return team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Muse running the shuttle again. Jones with the pressure. They almost got there, and it's knocked away. Lorando Johnson. Jones, such a weapon as a pass rusher. Even though he's playing at that second level, he's the sacks leader for Baylor. Back to the run game with Sanford, and he spun off the hit of Trey Wilson, who was along his back. Here comes 3rd and 7, where they went to get that one conversion. Well, Baylor was still trying to get set, and back to the middle. It's another first down. Same spot, different guy, Mekhi Muse this time. They got it to the guy that's their energy giver, Muse. And Sanford up ahead, brought down by Devin Bobby, 2nd and medium. Houston much better in the run game since halftime. And that is a big hit from Keaton Thomas. He punched it out on Devin Williams to bring up 3rd down.
Boy, that was a violent hit. Thomas comes in there, number 11, man, and he just at that wheel linebacker position.
The middle of the field has been the point where Houston's got it on 3rd down. They run it this time with Snead, and he wiggles his way ahead. Dave Miranda gives you so much to look at.
There's another inside game. They may get a penalty.
That's a hold. That's 2 flags are out. This will come back. Snead coasting down the sideline, but this one will go all the way back.
Holding, offense number 72, 10-yard penalty, first down.
How about this quad look? 4 receivers.
Baylor had to hustle to get aligned for that. And Johnson off a hit. He escapes and backs his way all the way to the marker.
How about that?
Then the effort after the catch leads to a 19-yard gain. Big pitch, back over the middle. Carr juggles it and recollects and saved what could have been a Baylor takeaway. And Houston has found some space in the passing game. Oh, double pass, trickery here. Throwback all the way to Chris, who has blockers out in front. Chris escapes, first down and more. Using the entire field into the bag of tricks for the Cougars.
You know, speed kills, but it also, by formation, had got you populated on the far side of the field. You got caught earlier with not enough numbers on there. Certainly you're not going to get caught this time, but hey, we're going back the opposite direction with the ball. Can you get all your bodies over there? It's tough to respond to this. Great trickery. It's working right now. Let's see if they can finish.
So that's why Man Jack doesn't work. Back inside the red zone for the 2nd time tonight. Turnover the first time for Houston. And Chris is swallowed up. Noel lassos him for a loss. And no points in this 3rd quarter yet. 17-7 at half, 17-7 as we get to a half-minute left in the 3rd quarter.
Nice.
Chris slings it in there. And down to Sanford to bring up third down. With back-to-back wins, Houston can go to a bowl game in year one with Willie Fritz. Chris on the roll. He pumps, he escapes, and he throws incomplete.
He's looking for Manjack back there in the end zone. He paid for it, too. Took a shot.
Jack Martin just missed middle of the third quarter from 47. About half that distance here. And this is a one-score game. 2 trips to the red zone tonight for Houston. 3 points out of it, but down just a score.
On that defense for Ohio State has really been impressive over the last years and gotten better.
Jamal Bell brings this out. And Baylor leading by a score. It's 3-0 Houston on the scoreboard since halftime. And Robertson throws it away. Which version of Sawyer Robertson will we see on this drive? Seen some really good. We've seen some turnovers tonight in this drive with no momentum yet.
They're playing man coverage. Let's see who can win.
Well, they got some movement up front, and that's knocked away. The tight coverage from Carter makes it 4th down. You don't usually get too fired up when you have the punter and punt returner out there, but when it's Williams against Muse, one of the best punters in the Big 12 against a game-changing returner, got to be on alert here.
A lot of water here.
And Muse has a chance to bring it back. He did wave his hand. Houston's defense has given them a shot. A touchdown to tie it. And pop on the edge from Corey Gordon, putting DJ Butler down after a few.
Closed the gap, made it a one-score affair.
Play fake. Time to throw, but not getting away from Keaton Thomas. He plants DJ Butler on the field for a long time. Can they get off on 3rd and 8? Chris extends. He gets it away, incomplete. In the waiting arms of Keaton Thomas, who makes back-to-back plays, and Baylor should get it back here. Doty's had a good night. This one a short one. Oh, why not wait? Why down that so early? That was taking a Houston roll. Bryson Washington has just 1 carry since the middle of the second quarter. And they give it to him, but they're waiting for him. Anthony Holmes has been real active on the few times that Houston's been on the field in the second half. On 2nd and 8, Robertson complete. 1st down, making the turn, it's Hawkins. And he's out around midfield, staying on his feet and driving the pile forward. Hawkins had a touchdown in the first half. He has Baylor in plus territory, riding Washington. And now the offense starting to move for Baylor for the first time in this half.
Yep, this looks like the Baylor team that was in control of the first half, at least so far as the ground game was concerned. Let's see if they stay with it.
Washington closing in on 100 yards on the night. He goes over 90 on that carry with a 1st down. Right on the edge of field goal range for Hankins, who's made from 51 this year. Robertson running out of pressure. Flag came out. That's in the area of holding.
Hold it. Offense number 1. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
It's on Trigg. Houston coming at him. Washington up the gut, meets Halsey and takes him for a ride ahead to the 35. I think I said 35 to the 40 on 2nd and 13 for Baylor. And it's Washington. It's stopped, and it's 3rd down. Play clock inside 5.
They're not going to get
Baylor's got to go.
Nope, they're not going to get it off. Wow, that cost him.
Delay game. Offense number 13. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
So they'll keep the timeout. Houston trying to get it back to their offense, down 7. Swing out for Washington. He's not getting very far. McCutcheon brings him down to bring up 4th down. So 3 timeouts, half the quarter to go. Houston chasing 7.
You got to be smart and sell this and let it go.
Muse did try to sell it, but great job by the punt unit to down it. Jacob Redding was waiting for it. 97 yards, 96 yards to get for a game-tying score.
Nice.
Begins on the ground to the outside, and then out to the 10 with Sanford. Chaos around in the Big 12 this week.
We're second and short for them. That's a conflict scenario for defense. You got to pass or run.
Chris out to the edge. That's complete to Manjack, who makes a move out of bounds. Pressure from Jones. It's picked up. Chris to the sideline. Temple. Johnson takes it away. Snacks Johnson, who was on the last team that played in the Big 12 championship game, evens things up for the Baylor defense.
Make a dramatic drive for a possible tie.
Pendergrass dives ahead down to the 35.
A roster management situation because they've got so much talent back there, but they're in salt away mode now.
And against a good Houston run defense, Pendergrass fighting for every inch. Here comes a third down.
What he wants.
Trying to pick it up. All on this play. They will not. Keith Cooper swallows it up. Fourth down, Baylor on offense. So a 51-yard try for Hankins, trying to match his season long. And put Dave Aranda and Baylor up by 2 scores.
They got it.
And Hankins absolutely drills it. A Houston offense that is not known for explosive plays trying to come back. They do have an explosive returner. Kai Muse has returned a punt on the year. He breaks into the second level of the return. And the ball comes out at the end of the return. Baylor pointing their way.
Yeah, but it's going to be Baylor ball.
They do have it.
Heavy dose of Washington and Pendergrass now. Washington
already over 100 yards on the night. He twists across the 40.
First charge, time out of the half. Houston, 30 seconds.
So Houston will have 2 more timeouts plus the 2-minute timeout, chasing 10 points on Thanksgiving weekend with 9 teams still alive.
That's exactly what you want this conference, man. Makes it competitive, keeps hope alive, and eyeballs watching.
Second charge, time out of the half. Houston, 30 seconds.
Do they trust Robertson to throw it? They do not. And they'll force Houston to use that last timeout.
Final charge, time out of the half. Houston.
Well, they do snap it. Robertson zings it in there. Well, Cameron stays down.
Yeah, Cameron took a headshot there, and that's unfortunate.
Whirling on the field is a first down. Injury timeout.
We hit 3.5 minutes left. It's Washington grinding out a run between the tackles. He got 4. So a 4-game winning streak and chance for even more for Baylor. They can win and get some help next week. Here comes third down. Well, that was blown dead before the finish of the run. Already clinched a bowl eligibility win last week. So we'll be in the postseason, but will they be in the Big 12 championship game? It followed. They don't lose that. Here's a 4th and 4. That's intercepted. Oh no, Halsey with the interception. And Houston has a chance.
Not having a juggernaut offense, they walk away with W's.
Can they turn that thought around and hit some big plays? First one of this drive goes for a first down to Frederick. Inside a minute, Chris ducks out of pressure, and that's juggled and caught by Muse. Might have been better just letting that fall incomplete.
That's right.
Now the clock's running. That last sequence took about a half minute off the clock. That is caught and out of bounds.
Starts and then turn around.
Sanford got out of bounds, but 15 seconds to go. Chris dancing. That's the middle of the field, and that will do it. Devin Lemire sends Baylor into the final weekend with a chance for the championship.
Torrey Holt coined the phrase "big plays, big tays," and Lemire just made it to extend this win streak to 5. And I'll tell you, Baylor's been impressive, and so is that guy right there, Dave Miranda.
Well, Baylor got help today throughout the Big 12. They helped themselves. They have 7 wins. This is a real great comeback story after 0-3.